Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going over the Winter Spotlight event, as well as all the items that we do know of so far for the upcoming event. So yeah, let's get started. So over here, this December event is likely going to be this Winter Spotlight thing. As usual, Roblox is kind of very slow with releasing information about the event. We really don't know much about it. We know some of the games participating, but we don't really know how it's going to run. But it does release tomorrow on the 17th of December, so we'll see what happens when it does release there. But they do have the lobby here, which you can join, which has the timer for when the event actually does start. So pretty cool here. It does look pretty nice from the images that they released and trailers. But once again, we don't really know exactly how it's going to run because they haven't really released much information on it. But what they did release here is the bundle for the event, which usually is pretty expensive. And this one, once again, is pretty expensive here. 19,000. It does go off sale on January 2nd. So there is definitely some time to save up for it, especially if you get some extra money over the holiday season. You'll probably be able to afford this if you do have some decent amount saved up. I think it's a decent bundle. It's not too bad for the ones they have been releasing here. I probably would have preferred if it had a head. I think this headless looks a bit strange for a snowman, but it's a cool idea with the moving face here. And there's actually a little stick body underneath this, and the snow is actually layered clothing, so it's pretty cool. It's a pretty interesting bundle, but it's a pretty expensive price. This, however, will give you the gold pass, which has been a staple in these events, where if you buy the bundle for the event, you'll be able to get all the gold pass items, so that will likely be the case here. But you can also just buy the gold pass on its own without having to buy the bundle, which is cheaper. But moving on to some of the item leaks we do have here. A lot of them are created by UGC creators, once again, similar to the Haunt event, but I think these are all actually published on that Roblox account this time, so that's pretty cool. A lot of these are actually really nicely made, I would say. Definitely up there, probably with the classic event in terms of the nice items, so it's definitely quite a nice mix of things here, and a lot of them are actually nods to past Roblox items, which are pretty cool. So I'll be going over all of them and what they may be for, and how you may be able to obtain them. So over here, the first two are the Frozen Seekers Magnificent Hat and the Frozen Seekers Hunting Hat. These are made by Yorius, which is a UGC creator. They've made a lot of really great items, and these are going to be part of the event. So one of these is going to be from the free pass, and one of them is going to be from the gold pass. I assume the Magnificent one is the gold pass version, so you'll probably be able to get this one for free right over here. So pretty cool items here for the event. Next, we have this Winter Skies beanie and the Lex Horizon beanie. Both of these are actually pretty nice beanies as well. Not sure which one's going to be the gold pass one, but they both look pretty nice, and one of them is going to be free, so pretty cool items here. Next up, we have the Elite Holly Wrath and the Elite Jolly Wrath. These are a reference to the Wrath series, which there are quite a few different versions of. This is the holiday one, so you can see it definitely has some pretty similar features here. The horns on these are a bit smaller, as the creator actually had to make the item within the UGC bounds, so the horns were not able to go out as much as the originals, but these are both still pretty cool items. You can definitely tell they're nods to that original series, so pretty cool. One of them is going to be free once again, so you'll definitely be able to get a nice item for just playing the games. Next up, we have this cute winter penguin pet. There isn't a second one to my knowledge, so I assume this will probably be either something you get in the lobby for doing a task, or something that will release on a 24-hour timer just for that day, which they've been doing quite a lot during these events. And also, I did want to mention this event runs from December 17th to January 2nd, so they actually have quite a long time to do this event, a little bit over 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool. They actually increased their usual event length, so that's pretty cool. There's going to be more items to get here and more time to actually complete these challenges, which is pretty cool. So not too bad. This is going to be definitely a nice one to get here, and likely going to be free. Next up, we have the Vanguard's winning helmets, the Architect's winning helmets, and the Broadcaster's winning helmets, and these are going to be the launcher items for this event. So similar case to what we've seen in the last few events, where we've seen a video store creator launcher, an admin launcher, and a developer launcher. All three of these are going to be those. I think the Broadcaster one is the video store one, Architect is developer, and Vanguard is going to be the admin one. So all three of these are going to be for free, just launched from the admins, developers, and the star creators from this event. So keep an eye out if you follow any of those people on social media, as they'll probably be posting when they're in game and launching these items. Next up, we have the Lodge Snow Globe, which is a similar case to the Penguin. There is only one of this item, so this will probably be either a free task in the lobby area or one of the 24-hour drops that they usually do for these events. So that's something to keep in mind here as well. Next up, we have these two antlers. We have these S'more Earmuff Antler headphones and the Twinkle Star Antler headphones here. So both these, once again, also going to be part of the pass. pass. Not sure which is which, but both of them actually look pretty cool. I actually do like the star one quite a lot, so that's a pretty cool choice here for this event. Next up, we do have the gift sack here, which similar case to the snow globe and the winter penguin. There's only one of this one, so once again, either going to be a free thing to get in the lobby or something that you'll have to pay for that's going to be available for 24 hours only. So not too bad. It does actually look pretty well here. A pretty nicely detailed item, so pretty cool there. Now next up, we do have these three items. We do have the Frostbite Hood Commando, we do have the Hot and Cold Shades, and Ember Guardia. So all three of these are actually retextures of existing Roblox items. And usually what they do for those is that those actually end up going limited. So I assume that all three of these are going to be limited items. Keep in mind with limiteds, especially for these events, they usually don't do that well. I think the only one that's actually above its original price is the green sword from the classic event. I think that's the only one that's above its original price right now. So all these limiteds typically do pretty bad, just being completely honest. But it would depend on their prices, especially if this commando is any similar price to the Hunt Commando, which that one was 40,000 and right now it's selling around 10,000, so 30,000 less than what the original price was. You would just have to make a decision based on the original price. If it releases for 1,000, I think all of these are worth it, but they're obviously not going to. Roblox doesn't really do cheap things anymore, unfortunately, when it comes to limiteds, so they're probably going to be a bit more. But just take into account how long it's going to be out for and what price it's going to be if you think it will profit, and also how many people actually do buy them. I think Frostbite Commando will probably be around the 10k range. I hope they learned from the Hunt and don't make it 40,000 again, but who knows. I think Hot and Cold might actually be the most expensive one. It is based on a rare series called the Stunnas series, which there are 3 of, and all of them are around 100,000, so this one's probably going to be pretty expensive, but it's not going to get a lot of sales. It's not something that really would get a lot of sales, so if you do want something that is rarer, this would probably be the best case scenario here. And then next up we have the Guardia series, which none of them are really that expensive, so this one might actually be pretty cheap. Hopefully 1,000 or below would be a really great choice for this. I think it looks really great, honestly, a really great take on the Guardia series, so this one is hopefully going to be the cheapest, and this one might do well because it actually looks really nice. Moving on here, we do have these firework items, similar case to the other items we looked at with which there are 2 versions of. This is going to be a part of the pass. This singular firework is likely going to be the free pass, and this golden firework is likely going to be the gold pass. So once again, a nice duo of items here, one likely going to be free and one you're going to have to pay for, unfortunately. And once again, there are quite a few more items here. We do have these kind of lizard items. We have this one with the wings, which actually looks really cool, and this snowman version. So similar case, usually these with duos are usually one is free, one is the gold pass. So we'll just have to see when it releases if these actually end up being a part of that pass, but both look pretty nice. Nice job by the agency creator that made these. Pretty creative items. Similar case here with these capes. One is probably going to be free, one is probably going to be gold pass. So not too bad, both nice for the winter season. So pretty cool additions to this event. And these other 3, kind of similar case to the others we mentioned, like the globe and the penguin. They don't have a matching pair, so they're likely going to be either things you get for free in the lobby or things you can buy for 24 hours with Robux. And right here, another pretty big image with a lot of different big items. We do have 4 here, but there is actually a 5th one that is not pictured here. First up, we do have this snowflake bow tie, which is actually pretty cool. Also, I think another retexture from Roblox, so this will probably be limited. I doubt it will be that expensive, but this will probably be a pretty affordable one, so pretty cool here. There is also a bandana, similar to the bandanas that Roblox has released in the past, so it looks around this similar style, but it does have this snowflake pattern that the bow tie does have, so if you get both the bow tie and the bandana, that'll probably be a pretty good combination. But once again, it's very unclear if these are releasing still. These are all just leaked as of right now, so some of these may not actually end up releasing. Next up, we do have this blue top hat, which looks pretty similar to an already existing item here, so not sure why they went with this color scheme specifically since it already exists, but it's a pretty cool item nonetheless. I think this is actually a little bit of a brighter blue, so hopefully not too expensive, but who knows, might be a couple thousand. Next up here, another little pinstripe fedora, also pretty similar to an existing item here, but once again, a bit of a brighter blue on the new version, but it still looks pretty cool, and it's definitely a pretty nice choice. I've been retextured here for this. And the last item here are these snowflake eyes, which I know it looks like a classic face, but I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be a dynamic head, so keep that in mind. If you do want to get this one, it'll probably be dynamic head, so it'll probably work similar to the Jade Cat's eye, which was also a dynamic head, where it would actually release with a quantity. So if you do want to get that one, it'll probably sell out pretty fast. I assume it'll probably be hopefully around the 1,000 range or lower, as usually these faces aren't that expensive, and it only has a couple thousand stock, but we don't really know. Keep in mind also this cat's eye took 30 days before you were actually able to resell it, so it'll probably be the same case for the snowflake eyes. So if you do buy it, you'll probably have to wait 30 days to actually resell it. And once again, you can't actually trade these, which is very unfortunate. I'm not sure why they don't have that availability here for Roblox items, but they did mention they'll probably work on it soon. So hopefully once these release, you won't have to wait too long for them to become tradable. But those are all the item leaks we do have for right now. Of course, there might be some more things releasing. There might be some less things releasing. We don't actually know. But this is all that we've seen for now. And I think this is actually a really good mix of items for this event. I think the UGC creators did a really great job here. They're all pretty festive and a lot of nice nods to Roblox's past with items. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about these items, and if you're excited for the event. I think this event is looking pretty good so far. A lot of nice new items and actually a pretty decent amount of time to complete it. But yeah, this was just this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!